The most interesting class of the COVID-19 vaccines, which I think I've brought up in other conversations, is the mRNA technology. Now, this technology really has never been tried in a vaccine before. It's been sitting around and available for, let's say, 10 years or so, but I think nobody had tried this as a vaccine, even though in theory, there could have been a case made for it. My personal guess is the reason why it was never moved forward is I would have guessed that that one of the barrier was that there was a sense that there would be some resistance to this new class of vaccines, meaning that people might, in theory, object to taking a small piece of the genetic code of the virus that codes for the spike protein and putting it in a little soap bubble and injecting it into you. It kind of, if you don't fully understand it, it almost sounds like genetic therapy maybe. And I think that might have been a hard sell. That's my own speculation, because obviously as quickly as this vaccine was created, almost in 48 hours after, Moderna and Pfizer got the genetic sequence from the original virus, obviously other vaccines could have been developed in the last 10 years. What's probably held it back was this whole idea is, can we get past the concept of a vaccine being created from pure just genetic material, even though it only codes for the surface protein of it? Could we get past the barriers that would be there just socially and otherwise? And I think it took this pandemic, it took a metaphoric gun to the head where, all other forms of vaccines in the past had taken much longer to develop. The fastest any vaccine was ever created was 4 years, but on average 5 to 10 years. Obviously, that wasn't really an option. And in many ways, this sort of metaphoric gun to the head may have contributed to mRNA technology for vaccines coming out in ways that couldn't have happened before.